Welcome back to Anything Outdoors with Steve. I'm Steve.
I'm Daniel.
We are getting out of the rain and heading to where there's no rain. Trying to find a place to have an adventure.
I think we found a place to have an adventure. We're doing kayak camping.
With a heavy load.
With a very heavy load.
Firewood included.
Let's just say she doesn't answer the helm very well.
No. Yeah, steering has become quite a challenge.
Yeah.
And the waterway is about currently a foot deep right where we are, and we're scraping bottom every so often.
To get around the corners, I have to do, you have to do paddle on one side and back pedal on the other.
Yes.
To get the bow to turn because it's so heavy. I'd say it feels, I'm guessing somewhere around 200 pounds, I'd say, in the front here.
That being said, we brought about everything we thought we could. All right.
The beauty of doing kayak camping is you don't have to lug all this crap up to the top of a mountain.
Yes.
You just paddle it over and pull it out. There you go.
There you go.
It's nice. This is not what you would call ultralight camping.
No. All right, that being said, we've got about an hour of daylight left and a long way to paddle.
I'd say about 2 hours of paddling, and we got to fit into a 1 hour time slot.
I think we can do it.
So let's roll.
Got a tailwind.
What could go wrong? A tailwind.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. We might have to stop and throw the drone up again. That's beautiful. We might have to stop and throw the drone up again. I know.
Whenever I'm thinking about a trip like this, I envision different things that I might try to film while I'm on it. And of course, reality comes and you don't have the opportunity to do so. Like I was gonna do some underwater shots of me paddling, and the water's so murky right here that there's no chance you'd be able to see anything. You need really clear water to pull off these underwater shots. Right now, we're looking at almost pond water, which in turn makes for really good reflections off the water. So the sky, everything else, the cliff sides, hit a rock. Cliff sides, everything are reflecting off the water quite well, making a whole different video plan as we're going along. And setting up camp at night changes things as well, only because we had quite a late start. Things throughout your life come up and delay what your plans might have been. In fact, this whole weekend I was expecting Dan to be in Japan, followed by Germany for the following 2 weeks. And so I was anticipating that the next 3 weeks were going to be me just buckling down at home, getting stuff done. And when I heard that his Japan trip got canceled, immediately my wheels started turning for a one last hoorah before he has to go. Because after Germany, he's heading to Thailand again with Sunisa until the new year. We're not gonna make this corner. Now we got it. There we go. Whew. It's a lot of hard work.
Not surprisingly, It's a bit slow going. The water level's really low. It's about as late in the year that you can get in here and get down this creek without dragging bottom in anything other than a kayak or maybe a canoe. I would try and bring a fishing boat or something like that down here. You'd get into trouble really fast. Plus, both Steve and I are loaded down big time with a lot of gear up front. It's one of the advantages of kayak camping is you don't have to lug all of your gear 15 miles or whatever up a mountain. You can just float it along and pull it out of your kayak, set up camp, and live in luxury. So we have way more gear and way more luxuries than we'll probably need, but that's a nice contrast to some of the hikes where you have bare minimum. And I suspect it's going to get pretty cold tonight. The temperatures recently in Idaho have been dropping down below freezing. Winter is definitely in the air. Last night we checked the weather. We were contemplating doing a hike in North Idaho or western Montana, but it is snowing, alternating between snow and rain right now, which is a nasty condition to try and hike or camp in. Snow not so bad, but when it's snow and then slushy rain, kind of miserable. Sooner rather than later, we're going to have some snow, and we're going to get right into some snow hiking. Whoa, I just dragged bottom there. I would estimate my gear up front, including the firewood, as at least 200 pounds. And then, including my weight, we're pushing, 420, something like that total. So it's the kayaks sit pretty low in the water. There's not a lot of water to clear the bottom. In here, it's a little bit deeper though. I'd say we have a couple of feet in there. Enough to get us where we need to go. I'd say we have another half mile, maybe 3/4 of a mile of this hard going before we hit the lake. And then, we have deep water and open seas essentially. And we don't have to navigate these tight turns. We don't have to drag bottom every few feet. All right, the sun is going down. We missed the sunset. I know that Steve is going to be remorseful about that. He likes his sunset pictures. He was hoping we would get in place by the time the sunset was firing off, but we got a late start. Had a lot of things going on this morning. Anyway, it's a beautiful evening. We didn't know whether we would get rained on or not over here. So far, so good. There's a few dubious looking clouds in the distance, but I'd be surprised if we get anything more than a sprinkler or two tonight. All right, that said, I think we're going to be probably finishing this kayak trip to the island in the dark. I'd say the last mile or two, we're gonna probably be going in the dark. So we know the basic direction, and we have some flashlights, so we'll figure it out.
Makes me glad I brought bottled water, because I don't know what the rest of the lake is like. Oh, looks like we've got our first roadblock. Portage. First roadblock, huh? That's a substantial water height difference.
Yeah. It's
What's your plan? You gonna side it and
carry it over, I guess.
okay.
Pull it over the top.
Well, I was trying to extrapolate what your exit plan was there from your kayak.
Yeah. Let me get this thing put away.
This might be fun. Bubble, bubble.
My feet are soggy.
Okay.
So wet now.
I'll expect the same.
Yeah. Let's go kayak camping, he said.
Yeah.
It'll be
We'll
easy.
just carry an extra couple 100 pounds, he said. No big deal.
Yeah, a couple 100 pounds of firewood didn't
Yeah.
hurt anybody.
Yeah. Won't even feel it. Oh, those might be the vultures that are making all that noise. I see one flying in, but I don't know. When I saw him flying up the roof, the tree, I anticipated. Oh, I don't know if you'll be able to get off that. Huh. All right. Well, prove me wrong.
Not so bad.
Yeah. Easy. Let's see.
Yeah.
Really heavy.
That's a yeah, especially when you have to do balancing act and pull.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, I
It's
know.
almost like it's slightly overloaded or something.
Weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
Okay. And guess what? My feet are dry.
Well,
Haha.
aren't you a
Now.
lucky little girl?
Look.
Right, we are almost to open sea. to get in the winter time, and it's dark all the time. What do you do?
Hike around. Hair on the side of soup.
It's a cheery fire.
It is.
Share with some hungry friends.
Saw a pile of snail shells.
Really?
Like, oh, they all gathered together for their final throws. I think that's kind of sad, actually, that there's 10 snails that just gathered together for their
Trying to get out of the
last day.
out of hell.
Run, George! I am running. Yeah.
Try to keep up.
So that fire spread all throughout the bottom area there, plus all up here, killing all those little trees up there. As we were rolling into the island last night, I saw 4 eyes staring back at me from my flashlight. What a beautiful view. All right, let's summit this mountain, Grant. There's the summit. There we go, the highest point. That's for you, Grant. I know you wanted to be here. Ready?
Wow!
Crazy.
That's quite the echo. The echo's louder than the initial sound.
It is. And the way it reflects off the cliffs.
Off of both. From here, can you hear both echoes?
I can. Yeah, I can hear it going in a circle.
Yeah, bam and then bam.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear it just kind of reflecting around in a circle from where I'm standing. That's crazy. First time I plopped it in there. What the hell was that?
Steve has a suitcase packed.
Yeah.
Ready to go to.
It's got even, wait for it.
Look at that. He's ready
It's
for
a backpack.
It's a backpack for weetods.
Yeah.
For weetods.
Like this guy.
A backpack for weetods. So I have, we discovered some raccoons. There's a family of raccoons living on this island, so we have left raccoon offerings. Do 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 do.
Man, she's
Ah.
Yeah, I want some cheesy puffs.
Want some cheesy poofs, raccoon? Yeah, I want some cheesy poofs. Well, it's good seeing this place again.
It is.
I don't believe we'll see this again this year.
No.
I think it's safe to say we'll probably be the last people in here
For the rest of the year.
for the rest of the year.
Who else can say they went kayak camping in November on an island that was completely burnt out? Well, I mean, there's still stuff standing, but yeah, what a rager.
We had to cross 2 beaver dams to
2 beaver dams.
get into here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not
Fun
many people-
place.
Not many people are kayak camping in November.
Not many people are that stupid. Now this is fun. What a fun place to come.
Oh, it's beautiful sun coming out.
That's
Just for us.
Just for us.
Right. There, now the boat's tied off. Got the oar on it. Can't go anywhere now.
Yeah. What could go wrong?
Look at you still drifting.
Yeah, there's a serious current.
There you go. Buckle my gear in. There we go. I want to do a comparison drift. You versus me with an umbrella.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Step. What could go wrong? Or on the other side. Step. No problemo. Like a pro.
Yeah.
Drifting.
I'm going to try and tread water here until you get ready. You have your parasol ready?
I do.
Okay. I'm dead stop now.
All right. Are you ready?
I am ready. I have commenced. All right. Parasol. Steve's trying out the viability of his very effeminate umbrella as a wind sail. Wow. I'm drifting slightly. We're still out of the wind,
Yeah.
but you're moving significantly faster than I.
So if I had a good breeze right now, this would be
Yes.
probably.
So if we were on the other side of the island where we get full wind.
Yeah.
Yep. You want to try it one more time on the other side in the wind? Good. Why not? But let's once you fold up your little girly parasol, mademoiselle. Oui, oui.
Oh, actually,
Merci
I wonder if
beaucoup.
this will steer
Huh?
me.
What?
I'm kind of curious if I can steer. Turn to the right with it on the left side.
Yes, you are. I see it. Yeah. Yes, that's slowing it. Slowing the bow. Now the bow is turning to the yep, turning to port. Now
this is
you're
pathetically slow.
But we don't have wind at the moment. I'm dead in the water and you're moving. So
Oh,
yeah,
there's some wind. Oh, there we go. I got some wind now.
yeah, wow, you're hauling ass now. Wow.
Imagine if I had a full-size umbrella.
That's a good mile an hour you're blowing. A mile an hour easy.
micro umbrella. Woohoo!
It is early November. The weather is exceedingly fair for this time of year. Over in Idaho, it is pouring rain and quite cold. Last night it got cold in our camp here on the island. When I got up early in the morning to fly the drone, there was ice on the outside of my tent. So yeah, summer camping's over. I'm not sure when I will have this video edited and when I'll have it launched for the public viewing. In case the sequence of some of our videos that will be rolling out over the course of the next few months, in case that confuses somebody who's paying attention. I've already been to India and back. There will be a few Indian movies from India rolling out here pretty soon. Steve and I have already been to Norway and had an absolutely marvelous adventure of that. There are quite a few videos that I've already edited, and they're scheduled to publish over the course of the winter and throughout early next year. I decided to time it like that so that when those of you who hunger for outdoor adventure look out your window and see the gloom and doom of, another dark February morning, or, a rainy March, there'll be something to remind you that fair days are ahead. That said, as I roll along here, I think I'm going to get the editing of this video finished as quickly as I can, maybe over the course of this week, and try to launch it this week as well before it becomes too dated. I know sometimes when you're sitting there in October and you see a video that's obviously from spring, you kind of wonder what's going on. Sometimes we get a backlog of video footage that I just can't get to in a timely manner. I have other things going on in my life, not just editing videos for anything outdoors with Steve. I have to work. It's like everybody else. But I think you will find, I hope that you will find, that we have some interesting videos scheduled for the next few months. As Steve and I have said a number of times, we do this not because we want to be YouTube famous. We obviously don't do it for money. People often ask us, how much money do you make from your YouTube channel? And both of us usually laugh at the same time. I'd say we're down at this point in time, we're probably down 40,000 USD, 50,000 USD, something like that, on equipment and other travel expenses to get around. So we obviously don't do this for money. It was never the goal. It's not for fame. I have no interest in being famous. Don't want it. Don't need it. And he and I decided early on, we're going to be sincere. We're going to be genuine. We're not going to posture as somebody other than who we all are. Grant, you've probably seen some of Grant and Michelle's videos. They're as wholesome and genuine as anything you'll see on YouTube. We try to provide a contrast to some of the negative, toxic even, rancorous and frankly discouraging content, the decadent social decline that's so rampant on YouTube. Sometimes when I open my YouTube channel and I see some of the utter garbage that's in my feed, I'm discouraged on the one hand, but I'm also determined to find more wholesome content, to create more wholesome content. I find editing anything outdoors with Steve videos to be therapeutic most of the time. And of course the adventures are the real reason. Sometimes Steve and I both put off other duties, household chores for example, and go on adventures. Steve had scheduled to do chores at home, you know, repair some things, do honeydew tasks for his wife. I was scheduled to be in Japan today, but fortunately that trip got called off, so I came here instead, and I think it worked out just right. I'm glad that I did. Well, we are fighting a pretty good headwind at this point in time. My wings are already getting kind of tired. I'm gonna hug close to the cliff. I think there's a little less current going against me, and maybe if we get a good launching spot, I might launch the drone one more time and fly over us while we're kayaking. We'll see.